Let's remove the drama around urges first. Because most people don't fall because urges are powerful. They fall because they misunderstand what's happening. This is not motivation, not theory, not spiritual bypassing. This is mechanics. First, what an urge actually is. An urge is not desire. It only feels like desire because the body reacts first and the mind rushes to explain it. At its core, an urge is just two things happening together. A spike in nervous system energy, a familiar mental shortcut learned over time. That's it. When it hits, a few predictable things happen. Blood flow shifts. Breathing tightens. Attention narrows. The body goes into something is happening mode. None of that means you need anything. Biologically, an urge cannot sustain itself. If it's not fed, it rises, peaks, and fades, usually within about 60 to 90 seconds. People collapse not because the urge is strong, but because the mind panics and says, "I need to get rid of this. I need relief. I need to act." That panic loop is what we're removing. The core rule, this matters. When an urge appears, three things are non-negotiable. You do not move. You do not decide. You do not distract. No phone. No pacing. No negotiating with yourself. Stillness isn't passive here. Stillness is active resistance to the habit loop. Urges survive on motion, physical or mental. When you stay still, the loop has nothing to grab. The actual protocol, do it exactly. This is simple, but not easy. Precision matters. Step 1. Shift from thought to sensation. The moment you notice the urge, silently say, "This is a body sensation." That sentence alone pulls you out of panic. Now drop attention below the neck. Find where the urge lives right now. Chest, stomach, throat, groin. Don't analyze it. Don't name emotions. Only raw sensation. Pressure, heat, tightness, vibration. If you describe it emotionally, you're back in the mind. If you feel it physically, you're in control. Step 2. Breathe in a way the body understands. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds. Exhale through the mouth for 6 seconds. Nothing dramatic. Nothing forced. A longer exhale signals one thing to the nervous system: this is not an emergency. You're not trying to calm yourself. You're letting calm happen as a side effect. Step 3. Allow the discomfort, fully. This is where most people fail. Do not suppress. Do not fantasize. Do not argue. Say internally, "You can be here." This feels counterintuitive, but it's decisive. Urges don't want pleasure first. They want reaction. When you allow the sensation without reacting, the urge loses its leverage. Presence starves it. Step 4. Watch the wave end. Stay completely still for 2 to 5 minutes. What you'll notice if you don't interfere. The sensation shifts location. Intensity rises and falls. The mind runs out of arguments. Boredom replaces urgency. This is the urge dying. You didn't overpower it. You simply outlasted it. Collapse versus control. Know the difference. What collapse feels like? Urgency. Tunnel vision. Just this once logic. Loss of perspective. Being pulled downward afterward into guilt and shame. Guilt and shame are not just emotions, they are states of contraction. Your body feels heavy. Your mind loops. Your energy drops. That's what people mean by lower frequency. Not a concept, a felt state where awareness shrinks and you feel stuck, drained, and smaller than you were before. What control feels like: pressure without panic, clarity, quiet strength. Control is subtle, unimpressive, almost boring. That's why it works. When you don't react, your energy doesn't leak. Nothing is drained. Nothing collapses. Instead of being pulled downward, your internal state lifts, not dramatically, but steadily. This is what a higher frequency actually feels like: lighter body, cleaner attention, less inner noise, more self-respect without effort. Not reacting doesn't suppress energy, it keeps it integrated, and integrated energy naturally moves you upward in mood, focus, and self-command. Control doesn't feel euphoric, it feels clear, and clarity is always a higher state than pleasure followed by regret. The identity shift: this is what ends the cycle. After the urge passes, don't celebrate, don't narrate, don't build a story. Just notice. It came. It went. I stayed. That single observation rewires things quietly. Urges stop feeling threatening. Confidence becomes physical, not mental. Cravings weaken over time. Real discipline isn't loud. It's silent, repetitive, and permanent. When the urge feels overwhelming, emergency version. Sometimes energy spikes too high. In that case, burn it without feeding fantasy. Cold water on the face. Wall sit or plank for 60 seconds. Slow walking, eyes forward. These discharge energy without reinforcing the habit. Final truth: read this slowly. You don't win by being strong. You win by being still longer than the urge can survive. Urges are storms. You are the sky. Storms don't need to be fought. They pass when you stop chasing them. And once the body learns that, the war quiets down on its own.